Rossoneri fans out there, this week we have a massive, huge treat for us all. We've got Benedetto di Blasi from the Fondazione Milan. How are you, Benedetto?
I'm fine, thanks, Luke. It's nice to be here with you, talking about AC Milan and Fondazione Milan, obviously.
Benedetto, I don't think we've ever had a guest on the podcast as big as you. So it's a massive, massive privilege for us. Thank you for joining us today.
I'm really honored to be here, and it's always nice to talk to the fan base, and because they are our heart. So I mean, if we are here, it's because of you.
Yeah, and I guess similar to us, Benedetto, you're a bit of you are a Milan fanatic. You love AC Milan and all things Milan. So we always start our podcasts off with guests asking them about their story and why they support Milan and why they're involved with Milan. So we'll start there. Why Milan?
Well, the reason why is my father, first of all, because he started to love AC Milan thanks to Gianni Rivera, one of the greatest players of AC Milan. And then obviously he passed this love, this passion to me and my brothers. And from my side, well, we didn't have Gianni Rivera, but we had Franco Baresi, Paolo Maldini, Ruud Gullit, Marco Van Basten, all these great players that I had the luck to see and to watch on TV during the 90s, the 80s, because I'm not so young.
Yeah. I like to say that even though, for me personally, I missed out on watching Maldini and Baresi and all these superstars, that in the future I might I'll be able to tell kids, future generations, that I watched Theo Hernandez and all Zlatan and all of these superstars in the team, Leao, all of these types of players that hopefully will be superstars like them in the future.
I think that, look, all the new Greek players will grow up and come to AC Milan. So, the other two that I remember with my heart are Shevchenko and Kaká, for sure. They are the most recent, I can say. But let me add just two players that really I loved a lot. George Weah, that yesterday, the birthday, and King George was really an amazing player. And sometimes Rafa Leao reminds George, so maybe we will see in the future. And then another one, a French player who was Jean-Pierre Papin. He was a great attacker forward for AC Milan for 2 years and then left, but was a really, really great player. So these are my connections, my best, my favorite players.
Yeah, it's always my favorite question because everyone has similar answers, but it always links back to the superstar players and the things that Milan have done, and then also a bit of excitement going forward of what Milan will be in the future and what we are seeing happening at the club, because there's some big changes, and obviously you're a big part of those big changes, Benedetto. Yeah. And I guess that flows into our next question for you, which is to tell us a bit about Fondazione Milan for those fans out there that maybe haven't heard too much about it, and what it does.
So first of all, I really appreciate how do you pronounce Fondazione Milan. So very good. On the other side, Fondazione Milan started 18 years ago in 2003. So really has a lot of history. And during all these 18 years, a lot of things were done. More than 160 projects realized, over 10 million euros donated. So a lot of stuff done during this year, and I think that it's not obvious that the club start a charity program, a charity foundation, because it's not something that you have to do. But I think that it's something very important for us to give back what we have through through the fans, through the passion, through everything what we have as a club. So this is really a good way also to educate our fans, to communicate something good that could be done through sports. Obviously, soccer or football. I don't know. I don't remember always how do you say soccer or football, but
We'll say football, yeah.
yeah, football. And it's something that really we have obviously a big responsibility, and something that can be done through the foundation is really huge, because get in touch with kids that has problems caused by the disability, or maybe the mental health, something like this, or kids that maybe youngsters maybe are starting to have problem with the law, something like this, so many problems about education. So everybody knows that the main point of life is education. I mean, if you don't have a good education, it's difficult, to achieve your goals. So for us, it's a good way, to help them through sport to make them grow, or to change their life, because sometimes, if you are in a difficult, tough situation, you can restart a lot through sport. So we have a lot of examples of great also athletes that restarted their life again. So this is really a big effort from the club, and I'm really honored to be part of the team.
And I think from what I've seen in my perspective is that, first of all, it's amazing that the club has a charity connected to it, because I don't think that that's it's not the normal. I don't think that a club would go out of its way to help so many people around the world, but also that Fondazione Milan isn't just focused on Milan, that it's really global. I think you said before that it's obviously throughout the whole world, 18 countries, 160 projects. That's incredible. It's everywhere, and coming from Melbourne as a Milan fan, it's pretty special that reach even comes across the seas and across the continents and lands in a place like Melbourne that's quite far away from Milan.
Yeah, because not only in Milan or the Milan area or just Italy, really, we work all around the globe. Obviously, where we start to be in touch with local organizations through personal contacts, through maybe former players' contacts. All these connections are very helpful for us. So for us, also, AC Milan is one of the biggest clubs in the world. So we have to do that, because everybody ask for us, to do something everywhere. Obviously, we can't do everything. But we really appreciate when we start to maybe have connections somewhere, and everybody says, "Oh, AC Milan, really, your club is amazing. You the big history." So for us, it's very easy, to start to have a relationship with the people of the organization. So this is really, really helpful. So we know this is a huge responsibility, and but we are happy to do that. Let me add that in the last years we started also to follow the UN Agenda 2030 with these 17 goals, and I think that this is something that really help us also to have an idea on what we have to do, because it's something that is easy, to follow. Obviously, our general points, general goals, but it's something useful when you have to say, look, I'm following the agenda, point 3, point 10, point 7, something like this, because everybody knows, I hope so, these goals, and all the organizations are also, have the same aim or the same objectives to achieve. So this is very, very cool.
Sure. And Benedetto, your role at the Fondazione is as a fundraiser. Can you possibly tell us a little bit about what your kind of, I guess, maybe day-to-day tasks at the Fondazione involve, and what you do at the Fondazione?
Well, this is a very nice question. The point is that every day, really a lot of stuff arrives on the desk, and with that we have to answer, to do. In general, as a fundraiser, the main point is to raise the funds to realize the project. So I say always that I am the man that is asking for the kids that I'm helping. So this is the responsibility I have. And sometimes the ways, the ideas that I have, to how to gather money are totally different, because there is maybe sometimes we have to do just emailing, sometimes we have to realize events, sometimes we have to to do something at the stadium. So all the time there are really a lot of channels of fundraising that we have. We really have big chances in this case, and realizing campaigns is very nice. Not easy, but it's the day-by-day job that I have to realize. So it's something that honestly I'm proud to do that, because I feel the responsibility. And let me say that the best part of the job is when I go on the field, so where we realize the project and stay with the kids. It's something amazing, because really is priceless. So many times we talk about money, but on the other side, the human touch, the smile on the face of the kids are really the best part of this job. And so many times when you see the small or big changes on them, because it's a process that they start when they start to do sport. It's something that is really amazing. Seeing their changes is the best part, because it means a lot for me. I mean, it's the real meaning of this job. So when you see someone change, someone that changes, it's 100% happiness.
And I'm sure, I guess sport is something that crosses all of those boundaries, that it doesn't matter what cultural background you're from, or whether you have special needs, or what whether you come from an underprivileged upbringing. That's sport, and football is something that can merge all of those together. And Fondazione Milan, I think, is that unique, is a unique organization that can do that maybe other charity groups and governments might not be able to do.
But look, for example, I mean, is one of our characteristics obviously is to make the inclusion one of our main goals, because what we need is to feel to help the people to feel better. So for example, for the kids that maybe are in a difficult situation, environments that are not for them. I mean, this is the opportunity, to give them really a big help. On the other side, also for who has special needs, what we do, for example, here in Milan, is support them to do integrated sport. So it's something that we put together special kids with special needs and kids. So it's a good way, for them to understand that they can play with the others with no boundaries, no problem at all. And it's something that also for the other kids is very helpful, because they start to say, okay, maybe we are a little bit different, but we have to stay together. This is life. So this is also another way, to understand that our responsibility is something that I can see the big changes we drive on through them. So really, I'm very happy to do that. On the other side, obviously, with the institutions, we work a lot because there is a point of, we can say a little bit of politics, in good terms, where we have to give our best to help the city of Milan and the other cities where we go. It's something that, as I told before, is our give back to the community. This is another part of the job. So give back that we are a big club, we have a lot of fans, we are we are so important all over the world. So it's something that it's very important to give back this for us.
Sure, and I think one project that you're currently leading at the moment is the From Milan to the World project at the moment, which obviously spans across all 6 continents, and luckily enough, Melbourne is included as one of them. Now, I noticed on the website it said there's 500 million Rossoneri fans across the world. There's 25 million, or around 25 million Rossoneri. Oh, sorry, there's 25 million people in Australia. From my observation, I think all 25 million people in Australia could be Rossoneri fans. Unconfirmed, we don't know, but we'll see. But as a club, we've always said that Melbourne is bursting with really passionate Milan fans, and this partnership with also with the Centre of Multicultural Youth in Melbourne is kind of an example of that passion from Melbourne, and that it can cross across the seas and continents from Milan.
Look, we had this opportunity, obviously, from AC Milan and Puma, that decided 2 years ago, because I always remember in July 2019 we started this process and decided to realize something big in this case. What is nice is that on the away shirt, I don't know if you already checked it, there are 6 maps of the cities, of the 6 cities on the shirt. This means that every game the cities go on the field with us. So really, this is amazing from one side. And on the others, we are on the back of the shirt with our logos of Fondazione Milan. What is nice is that we started to get in touch with the with these 6 cities and searching the organization that can help us to realize this big project. And if for Milan, no problem, Nairobi, Calcutta, so and so, New York, we already had some contacts, and also in Rio. In Melbourne, we had to start from zero, because we didn't have any contacts. In terms of organizations or non-profits. So the main idea was to look. We have the Milan Club, so we have to start from our first touch point, our guys there, because this was our idea. And we started to talk with Taylor Battistella, that you already know, no? And we had some emails, some talks with Taylor, and he really helped us a lot to say, look, guys, I can give you a short list of organization there, and then you are free, obviously, to check and see what you think. Then we choose the Center for Multicultural Youth, that really is doing an amazing job, and really has a big goal. A big idea on how to integrate the coming kids from all over the world, that are coming from a very bad situation, because I remember some, from wars, because this is the point. Kids that hasn't any future, and coming to Australia, they can start a new life. But I understand, because I also traveled a lot, that going to a new country is very difficult, and sports also helped me a lot, to integrate, to have new friends, to restart. So the idea to help them, as CMY does, is really amazing, because when we say sport for change, sport changes life, this is the point. This is the reality, where you start something new, you have new friends, you can start a new life, you do something that you love, because practicing football is not something that you do because you are bored, because you love football, no? And the idea to involve them was really amazing. We had a lot of also conversation with Carmel, with all the staff of CMY, and really they realized also a nice video that I suggest everybody to see. So remember, well, to go to fondazionemilan.org/contest/en because this is the English part. You can also choose the website, but it's not a problem. And start to see to watch all the videos. I mean, for sure, the Melbourne for you will be maybe your favorite. I don't know, but I think this could be very to discover the reality of CMY is very, very helpful. So really, really great.
Yeah, and I still remember the exact moment when Taylor shared the information that such a program was about to start, or the possibility that it might happen, and the amount of excitement that it started with us as a club, and how perfect we just thought that it was, that a city like Melbourne, where I think football or soccer is really, I guess, really well known for helping people of, I mean, probably people new into the country, or those that might be struggling, and elevate them up, and connect them out to society. It's always been known as the world game in Australia, because it connects all of those different cultures together, and that's its role that it's played here. So we always, as a club, thought that it was the perfect combination. And then moving forward, the new jersey from this year, how excited we were that we would feature on that, and how amazing that is, that recognition that we had, and how much good it's going to do. But yeah, it's really incredible. It's really, it's amazing. So we thank everyone at Fondazione Milan, because it's probably, to be honest, it's probably the biggest and the best thing that we've been involved with as a club so far, and we can't wait to extend that into the future and help out where we can.
I think that, look, in this case, we know that 16,000 kilometers of distance is huge, because it's huge. Yeah. But I'm always surprised when I started to be in touch with one of you, of the clubs. Really, there are no walls between us. Really, we start to talk as big friends about football, about life, everything. And when we touch a point like Fondazione, I mean, what Fondazione does, everybody says, "Yeah, I want to do my part. Like, what I can do to help." And I always feel happy, because really it's very easy, to be in touch with through this reality. I mean, through these ideas. So very, very nice. So really, thank you for your support and help on this.
Yeah, no, thank you to Fondazione Milan. And I guess the message to start finishing things off is, to anyone watching or listening, make sure you head over to the Fondazione Milan website, check out the videos, vote for Melbourne if you want, but if you vote for any other city, please do just get around it. It's an incredible.
You can vote on Melbourne project, but I cannot. I have to. Transparent and independent. I cannot suggest. This is what we are for all the others, but you can do that.
Yeah, no, we've absolutely loved it, and we loved the in the video of it when it featured Melbourne, that Simone Kier was put over Melbourne, and we put that across everywhere, and it's our favorite image or bit of video ever that's come out of Milan. So yeah, it's incredible. So thank you so much, Benedetto. Everyone listening or watching, please do all those things. Check out, if you don't know much about Fondazione Milan, head over to the website and read up. It's an incredible organization that, as I said before, we can't wait to to see everything, we've really enjoyed watching things unfold with this new program, and we can't wait for what comes in the future.
Yeah, let me add just two things. The contest will end on the 11th of November, so we still have a lot of time now to gather more votes, okay? And on the other side, follow us on Facebook at Fondazione Milan, on Instagram at Fondazione Milan, the same handle. And you can check our website for everything, so fondazionemilan.org. If you want to check on the contest, fondazionemilan.org/contest. So you have everything, I mean, to do your best.
Of course, and of course, purchase the new jersey.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to add this, because the vote, the votation is made. You can just register and express one vote with the name, surname, and email. But then, if you add your selfie with the new away shirt, the value will be doubled. So, I mean, if you already had it or you want to buy it, you have a reason to do that, no? And then, if you want to add also a donation, then we will gather all the money and distribute through the other organization that will not win the prize, because we have a final prize of 50,000 euros. So this is to realize the project that they have presented to us. Okay.
Beautiful. So, well, we've been doing that in our group chat and our Milan Club Melbourne chat. Everyone's been posting and talking about them voting. So probably all the Melbourne supporters have tried to vote already. But to anyone else, all the Australians listening and around the world, get on board. It's, as I said, it's an amazing project, and we're really privileged and and excited to be a part of it.
Okay.
So, thank you though, Benedetto. Thank you for coming on. You've been an amazing guest. You're probably our biggest and most special guest yet. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, and Forza Milan to everyone.
Always Milan, Forza Milan.
It's a lot,